Say hello to my little friend.
Hey there guys and gals, and welcome once again to the D4A channel. Now that my engine block and cylinder head are at the machine shop, I finally have some time to focus on my polyurethane suspension bushing install that I have been delaying for like forever. Now my plan with the polyurethane suspension bushing install and the replacement of some other suspension parts is to do one vloggy type video, you know, with music and time lapses, something that's fun and easy to watch. But I also do plan to do some informative, useful, instructional videos for you guys out there that do plan to install the polyurethane suspension bushings yourselves. Now the video that you're actually watching right now is the vloggy video, so for that purpose I guess cue the music, cue the crappy garage calls, and let's get to work.
Say hello to my little friend.
You broke my wrench. Now I'm gonna break you.
Meet my new little friend. Now I got two little friends.
This is 312 Newton meters. This is 1,356 Newton meters. So almost 5 times more power than this. And it's also 6 times more expensive. So if this doesn't remove this axle nut, I don't know what will. Okay, so the reason why it was so hard to remove the bolt from this control arm bushing was that the bolt and the pin of this bushing were almost rusted together into one single piece. And the problem is that once you heat it up, you actually release the pin from the rubber and it just starts spinning around. So you have zero leverage, zero friction to get the bolt, you know, out or actually away from the pin to separate the two. So what I had to do is I found another nut and put it back at the end of the bolt and then tightened it all the way down again. So to get it, you know, some friction against actually the frame of the car to get the bolt moving away from the pin, actually to separate it from the pin. I don't know if that's clear, but that's the only way I could actually remove this thing. And then there was the whole struggle of hammering the bolt out of this pin, but that was honestly quite a bit easier than actually separating the bolt from this pin. So a lot of struggle, but this goes to show you, how 30-year-old suspensions and rust can make work that you thought would be simple actually not simple at all. Okay, so this is everything I have managed to remove so far. These are actually all the suspension components from the passenger side, from the rear of the car on the passenger side actually. Now for episode number 2 of the suspension overhaul, I had actually hoped, to remove the suspension components from all 4 corners of the car, but I guess expectations are one thing and reality is another. This has definitely proven to be a much harder job than I thought. Rust is the enemy, it's making everything super hard, and I guess it was to be expected since this is the original suspension and the car is 30 years old, so there's 30 years worth of grime and rust and other nasty things here. Now I was actually naive to believe that my cheap $30 torque wrench, would make short work of all of this and finish the job in like an hour or 2 hours. Now even with the expensive torque wrench, the super strong one, it took me 5 hours to remove just this. So I'm super tired, but I will have to, throw in the towel for the time being, just for episode number 2, and I will be taking this fight into episode number 3. As you can see, I'm super sweaty, but I'm actually happy that I have managed to get rid of this guy here. He was the big troublemaker, but of course I'm not giving up at all. I'm hoping I will be more lucky with the rest of the components, but we will see in the upcoming episodes. So what's next with the suspension? Of course I'm removing the rest of the things. I'm removing the polyurethane. I'm removing these old horrible disgusting bushings, and I'm installing the polyurethane ones. I will also be doing some restoration work on these things so they are not as ugly and rusty as they are right now. So I guess that's it for this time. As usual, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe, and see you soon on the D4A channel.